So let's try going this way since that other way seems to be blocked. Oh, and we got another cutscene. Loading, loading, loading. Hurry up and load. Okay, who are these guys?
Dragon horses.
Oh, so is that what they're riding?
Yes. It's the faintest dragon cavalry. So that's them. Never seen them before in person. They gonna compete in the sacred games?
No, not them.
They don't side with any member of the nobility. They've sworn their allegiance to the faintest river in Helena alone. They don't involve themselves in politics.
There's going to be a dragon cavalry exhibition taking place at the Sacred Games opening ceremony.
Okay, practicing what? Practicing swimming around the boats?
Wow, that's incredible.
All they did was jump onto the drawbridge.
Indeed. Super fast cavalry soldiers that can run freely on both land and water. I can see why they're used for patrol on both rivers and solid ground. Your Royal Highness, what do you say? Would you be interested in meeting them?
Sure, let's go ahead. Go ahead and see these dragon horses up close. Alright, then this way, please. Or you could go ahead and say no, and then they'll just stay there. Are you serious? Lady Sally, is something wrong? No, never mind. Well, basically, dragons are a lizard, and she hates lizards, so that's why she's not really too interested in seeing them up close. And they're gone again. I probably could have just said no, and then you wouldn't have bothered to assist, and then, where'd the dragon cavalry go? Bad time, it seems. They're practicing for the opening ceremony. They must have gone back into the river. Thank goodness. That's right, you hate lizards, don't you, my lady? You didn't have to point that out. My apologies. Well, now let's go ahead and continue with the inspection. Now that we've seen some of the shows that they're going to be putting on at the opening ceremony. Now this way here should get us into the stands. Yeah, just like that's the guy. Get him! I think I know that voice. There you go, that a boy, Urim. I thought so. Urim with the House of Barrows. He's been following his champion's training since yesterday. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and meet the guy. Well met, Urim. So I guess these are two rivals here that are really glaring each other down. The rivals in the Sacred Games as well as some political stands. Well, my goodness, you brought, well, everyone. You honor me, big brother, so you've come to cheer me on, have you, big brother? Whatever, little brother, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. Of course, when I marry the princess, you and I will be thick as blood. Aren't you getting just a little ahead of yourself? Not hardly, the Sacred Games outcome is assured, I assure you. See for yourself, behold my champion. So, let's see this guy. Okay, a big bruiser of a spearman by the looks of it. The guy, the mightiest gladiator in all of the Queen of Helena, and he's mine, courtesy of my great and wonderful father. Daddy bought him for you, eh? Good for him. He does look pretty strong. You're right, most spearmen are overconfident about their reach, or else they're too cautious about letting their opponent get too close. This man's stance doesn't show any sign of either foe. So he's looking at it as a combative, strategic viewpoint. Indeed. But his opponent is pretty impressive too. Okay, who's this guy? He's looking a little drunk. Who is he? That's Kildrick. He'll be my representative at the Sacred Games. What? Oh, okay, so at Unum's insistence, the two of them are sparring. Well, how about that? We get a sneak preview of the final. That's the way the guy. Get him. So, now we get to go ahead and watch these two battle it out. This ought to put on a good show. Okay, one little hit and that's it. Looks like we have a winner. That was incredible. Well, you done it, the guy. How do you like that, Gazelle? Now we admit defeat. The Sacred Games champion, the princess's future husband, is not you, it's me. Congratulations, you won a practice match. You understand if I'm not too overwhelmed to applaud. Yeah, he's feeling pretty secure because it wasn't really real. Not just a loser, but a sore loser. Next time we'll be in front of Her Majesty and the Princess, you know. You ought to withdraw right now. Okay. What's so funny? Oh, nothing. Now then, everyone, shall we continue the tour? Sure, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and leave this guy. This way, please. Hey, Gazelle, wait! So, now that we've gone ahead and looked at that little sparring match, let's go ahead and continue looking at the arena and such. So, we'll just go ahead and head on back out here. It's pretty much just a circular motion around the stands. But now we're going to go ahead and head on downstairs, and there's just yeah, it should be this way, maybe. I get a little lost in here sometimes. Nope. No, it's just right over here that we want to go next. And here's the infirmary where they tend to the wounded gladiators. So pretty much all the participants are going to be coming over in here, and this is where you enter the arena itself, except they're not going to let us in right now. Man, this place here is sounding a little spooky. Is it haunted? Here's the basement. Down below is where they keep the gladiators, completely unfit for royalty. Moving on. Oh wait, let's see them. Well, if your highness insists, like, why is it unfit for royalty? If you'll just follow me, then this way, please. Well, wait, this is looking more like a dungeon. This is a dungeon. What's up with this? You keep them locked up like this? Well, they are slaves. Yeesh. That's terrible. Yes, His Majesty Ferret said the same. But these fellows are actually quite lucky. It's no longer legal to mistreat them, nor to sell them as commodities. So ruled your mother, Prince. And at your parents' insistence, the Senate requested this to it as well. That's not all, you know. Arstout and Ferret would have gotten rid of the whole gladiator system if they could have. But our nobles still enjoy their sport, and they have a right to. Such a long-standing tradition can't be changed so easily. Tradition, huh? That's right, tradition. So, apparently all the nobles around in Helena are greedy guys that like to play around with other people's lives. Yeesh. Hey. That man's hurt. He's a gladiator. Getting hurt is his profession, you might say. Don't worry, he's been treated. But look at him. So now we get the doctor. That's right. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at their injuries and see how nasty the nobles are treating them, even though they're not supposed to be treating them like this. It looks like they still are. It belongs to the Lord Barrows. I can no more assist them than I could sweep Barrows' mansion's floor. That's wrong. Don't worry, Leon. He'll live. But George, they wouldn't have bothered treating him otherwise. Wait, you mean... Should I take offense to that, Sir Knight? The notion that we leave the weak and sickly ones to die? Sorry if you took it that way. Apology accepted. The noble considers the gladiator part of his absence like a horse or a meal. When the gladiator is injured, rearrange for treatment immediately, provided they earned it, of course. Earned it? They have to earn basic medical attention? These men live to fight. If they cannot earn that living, why should they live at all? Now that is cold. That is very, very cold. Well, there's an ugly side of the nobility right there. So, now that we've gone ahead and took a look at that, we'll go ahead and continue on over this way. So, we've seen the match, the basement. Now there's one more thing around over here that you need to take a look at, and then we're basically done with the tour. All you have to go up is, all you need to do now is just head on up here, and this is where the royal family and the Queen's Knights will be staying. And up there just leads to the royal box where they'll be seated to watch the games. Wow, this place is wonderful. Certainly better than the last place. We reserved this entire floor for the royal family alone, complete with accommodations for the Queen's Knights. It's like a whole different world in here. And it's yours. Please make yourself at home throughout the sacred games. With your permission, we'll continue the tour downstairs. So, no need to really look in these rooms. So, we'll go ahead and continue on down here. And here's another cutscene. Well, you've now seen basically everything there is to see around the arena. Hey, don't mess with me. Okay, and who's this guy? What do you mean I can't participate? Why? Give me one good reason, Darren. Enough, you said no, that's why. Now get out of here. But Baird was a foreigner too. How come he was okay and I'm not? You dare speak of His Majesty without the proper form of dress? Now they want him to be formal. Grr. Fine, I'm going already. Damn, little Mimi could have been my girl. I was so damn sure of it. Okay, looks like he was just in it for the marriage. You dare disrespect the princess too? You won't get away with that. I apologize for the commotion. Lately we've been having to deal with that type more and more. Applicants for the games? Not really. Rejected applicants. Now that's more like it. Rejected? He's from the new kingdom of Armis. The new Armis kingdom. That alone is enough to disqualify him. Never mind the disrespect. Armis is playing his form enemy, you know. So say the Godwins are nobly the Godwins. And are we wrong? Is there not conflict and strife between us? Did they not invade us 8 years ago? Well, the Barlows here are trying to fix that by putting up some political negotiations and trying to tie some ties of friendship. People do not forget such pain, my lady, nor the loss that brings it. You guys aren't even associated with them anyway. Like, you're all the way in the west, and they are at the eastern border. So advocates allude to the Sunrin, were we to use its wrath upon the enemy, no Helena would ever fear such pain again. But then we had nothing but enemies at every border. We'd be completely isolated from everyone. No, I'm done. It saddens me to hear that. But you know, there are many who support our opinion, even among our citizens. I have an idea. Now that we've toured the arena, why not visit the town? Quite a festival in the streets with the sacred games approaching. Shall we mingle with the commoners? Yeah, now that sounds a little more like a good idea. At least you're not so dumb as to isolate yourself from the rest of the populace. In that case, would you all just go without me? Gazelle and I have a few things to catch up on. Indeed, my lady? Then let me find someone else to stand with you in my place. No, that's alright. I've been there before, so we'll be fine. See, now she's talking like she's been here before. But Lady Xylee, thanks for the tour, Gazelle. And now George is insisting that we get going. Hey, George. Have fun. We're preparing a banquet for you. Please come back before sunset. And now those two have left us, and now we're going to go ahead and tour around the city. Loading. Hurry up and load.
Sure is light. It must be because it's almost time for the sacred game.
I don't mind the commotion. Not a huge fan of all this security.
Yes, Storm says it's pretty famous for its guards.
Huh. Whoa, okay, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the activity that's going on around here. Some of the shows that are going on. Right again. You haven't seen anything yet. Ernst here can handle far more difficult questions than that. Looks like a tiger, but something's a bit off. What are you talking about? That's a leopard. Tigers have stripes. Leopards have polka dots. I guess there aren't any of these here in Helena then, huh? It's called a leopard. I've seen a few of them during my travels in the northern continent. Alright, the next question is going to be even harder. Are you ready? I have 100 poch here. How many apples could I buy at 17 poch per apple? Okay, so a little mathematical question. Pretty tough, too. Well, sort of. You're going to have to write that one down. Hey, Ernst, that's wrong. The answer is 6. Is it? What's wrong with you, Ernst? Miss, he's right. The answer is 7. Huh? But at 17 pots per apple, 5 apples cost... Okay, not 7, it's 5. 5 apples cost 85 pots, with 15 pots has changed, right? Let's see. Yeah, try writing it down. You're right! Wow, Ernst, it's amazing! Really? Okay, is this part of the show, or is this just an act? Or is this just an act, or is she really surprised at that? Hey, miss, what are you so impressed about? Aren't you part of the show? He sure is smart, though. He's smarter than a girl! Yeah, he is. Well, who knew animals were such geniuses up on the northern continent? They're not that smart. Something's fishy here, really fishy. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think so. But yeah, maybe that's a mechanical thing. I don't see any other explanation. Even if it is a trick, that girl is doing an excellent job at selling the illusion. Now that I can agree with. So, now that we've gone ahead and saw that little show, let's go ahead and try talking to these guys.